Okay, true confession time. I did not know how to regroup in a subtraction problem until I was an eighth grade math teacher, which was my very first year of teaching. I moved around a lot as a child and apparently had changed schools and was never in a classroom where I learned how to regroup. And I'm sure they were calling it borrowing back then. I remember moving to a new school and sitting in the classroom, and the teacher was marking numbers out and doing all this kind of stuff. And I thought, I have no idea what she is doing. And so I made up a way to do subtraction in my head back then and subtracted that way my entire life until my first year of teaching. So I'm going to show you the method I made up as a third grader. I thought of this as a kind of a fill in the blank backwards adding problem. So I was imagining this as a blank right here and saying to myself, what number plus 7 would give me 4? And of course, I didn't know negative numbers then. So I would say, well, there's nothing that I can add to 7 to get 4. So this must be a 14 then. And so I would say, what number plus 7 gives me 14? And I would put a 7 right there. Now, since this is a 14, I had to carry a 1 down here. Now, I'm going to write it because I'm trying to explain this to you, but I never wrote that down. That was in my head. And then I knew I had an 8 and a 1 here. 8 and 1 is 9. I'm trying to look for what I could add to 9 to get 2. Obviously, nothing in the world of positive numbers. And so 9 plus what number would give me 12? I knew that had to be a 12 then, and that would be a 3. 9 plus 3 is 12. And since that was a 12, I carried a 1 again down here in my head, and I had 1 and 1 is 2, so I needed 1 more to make 3, and that was 137. Now, I know that took me a minute to explain it to you, and I showed you my work down here, but it happened very quickly in my head. So again, what plus 8 is 17, that would be 9, carry the 1, 8 and 1 is 9, plus 2 more is 11, carry the 1, 3 and 1 is 4, plus 5 is 9. Y'all, and that is how I spent my entire life subtracting.